You know.
And I'm so glad you brought that up, Bobby, because you know when we talk about this Latin music coming from Latin America to the United States and merging with jazz, we have to keep in mind that before it came from Latin America, it all came from Africa.
That's right. The rhythms that we dance to, etc., if it moves you and grooves you, is from West Africa. And I'm not talking about just Afro-Cuban music, but we're talking about samba from Brazil. Okay? Joropo from Venezuela. Anda pues, camina solito. Etc., etc. All of these things. Merengue from the Dominican Republic. Ay papi, ay papi, ay papi, ay mami, ay papi. ¿Qué es lo que quiere el negro? ¿Qué es lo que quiere el negro? La mulata. And etc., etc. Bomba en plena from Puerto Rico. For example, bomba sica, one of the common rhythms that we use from the bomba complex in Puerto Rico. Etc. It goes on and on and on and on. Funk. Reggaeton. Dame gasolina, gasolina, gasolina. Dale gasolina, gasolina, gasolina. Dale gasolina. It's all rooted in West African rhythms, you know.
But there's a distinct beat that is different in all of them from what we notice now.
Right, everything has its own style, etc., you know, but with the common bond that holds everything together is la clave. For example, in New Orleans, Louisiana, many people from Afro-Cuban descent migrated from Cuba in 1878. When they were freed finally in Cuba, many of them started migrating to New Orleans. For what? For work. They had heard stories about if you go to the northern cities, you can get work on the railroads, etc. And so we get clave in New Orleans. I'm going to tap now what we call la clave de son, which is the clave that you hear a lot in what we call salsa today, okay? Basic form, all these basic forms, mambo, guaracha, etc. All right? I'll play clave in mambo, for example.
Okay.
Oye, qué ritmo más bueno para que puedan gozar. Oye, qué ritmo más bueno para que puedan bailar. Now we're in New Orleans, Louisiana. Don't drop the low. Don't drop the low. Hey, sugar, don't drop the low. Don't drop the low. Hey, don't drop the low. Sugar, yeah, don't drop it. Don't drop the low. Sugar, yeah. Hip hop. I said, get busy, get busy, get busy, get busy, get So we're all interconnected by la clave. By, you know, we have many more things in differences, many more things in common than differences. I preach that everywhere I go, and when I do these kind of simple little demonstrations, the light bulbs start going off in people's heads. Like there's nothing. If you listen to Aerosmith, and some of those guys are actually from the Bronx too.
Okay.
Yeah,
everybody's from the Bronx.
Yeah, yeah. Steve Tyler, I think, is from the Bronx, etc. Joey Kramer's from the Bronx, the drummer. And if you listen to the rhythms that they're playing, okay, and you listen to the rhythms that Tito Puente or Machito, there's something in there that connects them all, and that's la clave.
We're almost out of time, Bobby,
Sure,
but I want you to mention what this is all about, because this is a video that just came out, and this is very important. Tell us what this video is about.
This is the every year Modern Drummer magazine, the leading magazine for drummers all over the world, has a big festival that they call the Modern Drummer Festival. The best drummers in the world are invited to perform, and I was lucky enough to have been invited last year in 2006, and they shoot it with 6 cameras and everything. And I performed last year with Steve Smith, a great jazz drummer, Danny Serafin, who used to be the drummer for Chicago, Stuart Copeland, the drummer from The Police, Luis Conte, the great conguero from Cuba, etc. And if you can get this at hudsonmusic.com. So check this out, as well as the new CD that we
just came out, right?
It just came out.
And we didn't have much time to play with this because we're almost out of time. But explain to people.
Oh, this is one of. Why don't you get the one that's over there? This is Puerto Rico.
Somebody hand me that.
And this is Cuba right here. I mean, that's Cuba over here, and this is Puerto Rico, rather. The flags, in case people don't know. This is one of our common rooted instruments in West Africa. The shekere was brought to the island. Yeah, it's brought to the island of Cuba during the colonial period. It's also known as guiro hembra. So we use it in African-derived forms of music in Cuba, especially in the Santeria. It's a combination of a rattle or shaker and a drum. So you're going to hit it with the heel of your hand and just keep doing that.
Okay.
And I'm going to play against you.
We have to go.
Keep doing that.
We leave you with the sound of Bobby Sanabria. Watch this video of Bobby performing with his band.
There you go. Django, Django. Ah.